Hello and welcome to this new Let's Play of Vacation Terminal. This is a psychological horror game in which two strangers basically strand after experiencing a train crash. And they have to survive with each other now. Let's see how it will go. Especially since there seem to be some evading puzzle games. According to the itch page, I wonder what that means. Wake up, go to work, go home, and repeat. The days blend together as if you're sleepwalking through. There's never anything to show for your efforts. None of that matters now after all. You made the decision to pack your bags and leave. It's finally time to relax and enjoy your much-needed vacation. You head into the train and weave through the crowded compartments, searching for a place to rest for the next few hours. Most of them are fully occupied, but after a few rooms you find one that is used by only one person. A girl that seems to be lost in thought as she stares at the window scenery. You hesitate at first. It would be rude to bother her. But with no other options left, you politely barge in. Excuse me, do you mind if I sit next to you? Oh, the other sections are occupied. Oh, sure, go ahead. You move to sit across from the stranger. She pretty. She goes back to viewing the window, but occasionally you catch her sneaking glances at you. You both sit in uncomfortable silence until you decide to start a conversation. So, where are you traveling? Huh? If you don't mind telling me, of course. Why do you ask? We're going to spend a whole day together. It doesn't hurt to chat. There's a place I've wanted to visit for a while. And I finally got the opportunity to do so. That's vague. Not much for small talk, huh? I hope you enjoy it though. I don't really have a specific place I want to visit, just wanted a break from everything else. If you'd like to, I could even accompany you there. Why? Don't you think it's nicer traveling with people or something? I would also say no. I don't want to travel with strangers. Then ask a friend of yours. I don't have that many. I guess we have that in common. Wow, she's hard to talk to. Even with a pretty face like yours? If there's something you want, you should just say it. You're not very subtle with your intentions. Huh? Wait, I wasn't trying anything. You were kind of stiff and... never mind. You're not very good at this conversation either, my guy. She looks slightly amused by your attempts to backtrack. What's your name? Gabriel. Yours? Yeva. Nice to meet you, Yeva. Likewise. Hey, do you seriously want to come along? Before she could finish the sentence, there began a persistent rattle from the floorboards below. Uh-oh. Do you hear that? What's up with that? I wouldn't ask if I knew. Without a warning, your vision ceases abruptly. Well, the train crash sure came fast. Can't be that far away from civilization. The last thing you register is a huge crash followed by an explosion. Day 1. Never a good counter to have in these survival situations. Hey! Can you hear me? Please wake up! What happened? You're awake! Can you, do you mind stepping back a bit? Here. Thanks. What's going on? Our train got derailed. What? Are you okay? Yeah, I mean our carriage was the least damaged. What about the other people? I couldn't find anyone else. But I carried you all the way over here, away from the debris. Not bad. I started a small fire before you woke up. Are we in a cave? Yeah, the walls make it easier to keep the hot air inside. And we need that in this winter. I think the fire needs more wood. And thanks for bringing me out of the snow. I'll help you with it. You brace against the wall and try to get up. Wait, you shouldn't move. Uh-oh. As you manage to get halfway standing, you lose your balance, slamming back into the cave ground. Are you missing a foot or a leg? You look down on the floor and notice something important missing. You're also kinda naked. Wait. Very naked, in fact. Where the... is my... Ah, he isn't actually naked, I see. Sorry, I couldn't keep everything attached. It's probably back at the train wreck. But other than that, you're intact, I think. You try to say something, but pain surges through your lower body and you're unable to do anything other than holding back your tears. She wraps her arms around your torso, her tone steady and controlled. Look, I promise to take care of you until we're found. Those careless words came from someone who suffered at most a few cuts. Hey, it's better than if she didn't. Your voice begins to spill out in a frantic, unfiltered rush. What do you mean, take care of me? I'm a grown man. Look, my guy. Grown men need to be taken care of too. I'm just going to be an extra mouth to feed for you. You're going to eventually let me die out here. You tug at the back of your collar. A tug at the back of your collar cuts you off, forcing your pitiful face to pull back from her shoulder and look at Yeva. Didn't I bandage you up? As long as we keep the blood loss in check, you'll hold out until help comes. A tight grip jolts you back to your senses. Fuck. I'm really trying to calm down. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Thank you for even saving me. Yeva exhales softly, her grip loosening as she releases you. You slip from her hold. You don't need to say it. The gaze flickers to the small fire below. It's burning out. I'll go out for some more scrap wood. You'll be alone for a while. I'll manage. Yeva turns towards the cage entrance and pauses for a moment. I'm glad you pulled yourself together. It's hard to tell what Yeva is thinking without seeing her expression. She steps out of the cave without waiting for your response. Well, I suppose this is a form of evasion gameplay. Hey, can you, like... Oh man. You're caught. Oops. The bear's drooling teeth tears through your neck, hot, wet, and sinking deep. The cold seeps into your bones as your limbs grow weak. You can't even do this, right? No, negligence has caught up to you again. The world dims. Alrighty, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, how am I supposed to... Obtain canned food. Nice. What else can I do? Or maybe just return? You returned back for him. She is looking a little different in that sprite. I'm back. I was beginning to get worried. I wouldn't be away for long if I didn't have to. I wasn't complaining, I'm just glad you made it back. You must be hungry by now. I found some tin cans on the train that didn't completely crumble. It should last us for 2 days or so.
What is it?
Soup, from what I can see. I'm going to heat it up, so it will be a little bit nicer to drink.
Let me help.
No. You should stay put.
What? I don't want to sit around and do nothing.
How are you supposed to help? Trudging around in that stump?
Excuse me?
I don't want your injury to get any worse. You would just be adding more to my plate.
A bit harsh. Can't you find something for him to do? Something that doesn't require moving around? Her gaze flickers downwards, lingering on what's ever left of your leg. You swallow your pride and reluctantly nod.
There's not much to do until the food's ready. Is there anything you want to talk about?
To be honest, there's a lot I want to ask you. I suppose ask about help arriving? Do you think the station noticed the train never arrived?
Don't they have a whole system just for that?
Yeah, right. So when do you think they'll send help?
Even if they do, the chance of being found is too slim to rely on it.
But it's the only thing we can look forward to.
At the moment, but I'm sure we'll find another way to survive than just waiting.
I'm sure help should come within a few days, though. Would be kinda weird if it doesn't. I mean, you guys are pretty close to the train wreck, and a train wreck isn't exactly something small and easy to overlook. As long as it isn't completely snowed over, you know.
At the moment, but I'm sure we'll find another way to survive than just waiting. And it's not like they will take better care of you than me anyways.
I think she's liking the situation more than she should. I'm jealous of how assured you are in yourself.
It's really not just confidence.
Uh-huh. Alright then, let's try to lift the mood. To be honest, do you just keep me around to eat just in case you're out of food?
No, not really.
Are you sure? Because that's the only way I can think of being useful to you. Oh, buddy, she's enjoying this. So you don't need to worry about being useful.
I think I would use more calories eating than what you would give in return. You don't exactly look ready to be harvested, like, ever.
Don't kick him out while he's already down. I think the food should be ready now.
You're right. Time flies when you're having fun.
At least for you.
What do you mean? Was it boring talking to me?
No, definitely not that. It's just this whole thing, plus my leg hasn't stopped hurting. It's like it's still there. My head hurts just thinking about it.
I'll see what I can do about that tomorrow morning. We both haven't eaten since we were on a train, and I'm starving.
She brings the beaten up cans of soup over. It smells insanely good for shitty train soup.
If you want me to feed you, I wouldn't mind.
I'll do it myself. You obviously still have the capacity for that. Is she taunting you? It's not fair. I wish your arms had snapped off in the crash at least. Dude, that would be even more terrible. Then no one would be able to, like, get food and all that properly. Your fingers switch as that awful thought flashes through. You shake your head and try to ignore it. Soon after, a bowl is gently placed in front of you. Sorry, you have to deal with the food even though you also brought it back.
I don't mind. I think I like cooking on the campfire anyways. I've never gone camping before. That's probably why.
You're optimistic to see this as camping. You might never get home after this.
Maybe.
There isn't any fear or melancholy in her voice as she acknowledges this possibility. That unsettles you a bit, so you decide to redirect the conversation. Anyways, your parents never took you to some nearby forest to play before?
Is that a common thing?
I'm not sure, but my father used to drop me and my brother off in the woods. He did that whenever you wanted some time alone from us. Sometimes we stayed for a night or two outside. My parents never seemed to mind as long as we came back in time for school.
I can't recall doing much of stuff like that when I was young.
Oh, well, you didn't miss out on much, in terms of camping at least, I think. I mean, I'd rather sleep inside, but nobody else in the house would pay me much mind. It didn't help that I would get anxious when he would go out without me.
You two seem close, that's nice.
I don't know if I would say close.
What would you call it then?
Desperate, maybe?
Conversation died as quickly as it started. There's a slight sense of relief as Shiva doesn't push for more.
You forgot to pass me a spoon. Did you not take one?
Of course I took one.
Then where's mine?
I just took one.
Why?
I didn't think I was packing for a dinner party. Keeping track of a whole shovel to get through the train debris. It's already hard enough, you know?
You didn't have enough space for one more?
What do you think?
That you're doing this on purpose?
I'm just messing with you. I did take a spare.
You're awful. You both tried to enjoy your meal, but it was over before either of you realized. Oh, I'm so hungry. Please tell me that there's more.
Sorry, I'll try to get more tomorrow.
Thanks. Don't overdo it.
I know my limits.
It looks like it's getting late.
We should rest. I have to go searching tomorrow in the cold, and you need to retain your energy.
Yeah, well, good night. Are you going to close your eyes? It's a bit unnerving.
I wasn't staring. It's just that nighttime usually gets much colder. And the fire might not be enough. I was thinking that it would be a good idea to sleep next to each other.
I don't know about that. If you roll onto my leg sleeping, I might cry. I've shown you more than enough unsightly sights already. You'll let me keep somewhat of a proper appearance up, right?
I'll be fine. Nobody else is watching, and I don't mind how disheveled you looked.
She shifts closer, settling herself next to your crippled body with care.
Plus, this way the cold's a bit more bearable like this.
Is there a chance that the train has some blankets on it?
What's wrong? You don't seem too thrilled about a woman like me keeping you warm.
I couldn't care less about that right now. Fair. And also, she's not giving good vibes. She is not giving good vibes. Something's wrong with her.
Your mind slips away before you know it. Eva barely gets any rest.
Yay, day 2.
You're not sure how many hours have passed before your eyes peel open? You look down and see Eva and her arms slivered around you. The weight of her touch sits uncomfortably on your chest.
Eva, wake up.
Is it day already?
You sound awful. Did you even sleep?
Not really.
Then my body temperature obviously wasn't enough for you. You should go find some blankets on the train.
No, it's just that I was busy watching the fire. Couldn't let it burn out.
Then you should have woken me up. We could have taken turns. I can still at least do that much.
If we take turns, will you be less of a nag?
I wasn't trying to be annoying.
As you say that, an unbearable itch prickles beneath your bandaged stump, like worms arriving in the flesh. You reach down, adjusting the browning bandages, but it doesn't seem to stop. Is everything okay?
My leg just itches a bit, that's all. Let me see.
Here?
These bandages are getting old. I'll go back to the train to get some more.
Thank you. Thank you. Be careful.
Don't worry about me. Try not to touch it. It's not good for the wound.
Oh. Well. There is a deer this time, so... Can we catch deer? Apparently not. Hey, bear, can you, like, fuck off? And I died.
Mean.
And warm blanket. God bless y'all, leave me alone. You return to him once again. You're back.
Of course. I'll put some food on the fire and then I'll tend to your leg.
As your next meal's cooking over the fire, she sits in front of your injured leg and unravels the filthy bandages with care.
Tell me if it hurts, okay?
It's fine so far.
She seems more than just practice, but it's not really the time to ask.
I mean, maybe she's a nurse or something. Who knows?
It's off.
I expected it to look way worse. I thought my skin would be rotting off by now.
If it was, you would be running a fever already. Don't worry, you weren't sweating too much last night.
You keep a close tab on your patients, huh? She ignores your comment, her fingers press the new bandages firmly into place, wrapping tightly too tightly. You wince, but you don't complain.
All done. It's over now. I brought back extra this time, so we won't run out too fast.
I didn't think fresh bandages would feel this good.
You're welcome. The food should be ready by now. We can talk over lunch.
Ask about the bandages. For something you did with just ripped cloths, the bandages look really professional.
That's because it is.
Have you learned that from somewhere before?
Yes, and not just some half-hearted skill. I am, well, was, a nurse.
That makes sense. Thank God I sat next to you then. Then I assume you were to be wet soon?
God, no. What led you to that?
Sorry, I just assumed you left to stay home for somebody. I mean, it's a respectable position and all, but why did you quit?
Maybe I am to be wet after all.
Which one is it? Considering it with you, huh? Where did you even find that thing anyways?
What, this shovel?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I was just laying around in the train.
I don't think they would put something like that in the passengers' carriages. You got it from the driver's cabinet, right?
Yeah, this one's probably a coal shovel.
Couldn't you have taken something more discreet?
What, are you going to report me?
I don't want you to use that on me. So, no ma'am. Interesting thoughts you keep having. You should sleep first today, I'll keep watch. Eva looked hesitant about your offer, though her eyelids betray her and begin dragging shut.
I'm not that tired.
Right, and I'm thinking we could walk home in this blizzard while we're at it. I'll be screwed if you get sick or something. The dim moonlight catches the shadows on her eye. For a moment, she almost looked fully awake. I'm getting worried that your body won't hold up if you push yourself like this.
Tell me, what can you do by yourself, even with sleep?
Her tone isn't mocking, she's asking you a genuine question. Huh?
Just wake me up whenever. I'm sure you'll be tired soon too. She turns away from the conversation. It doesn't take long for her body to slacken. The cave fills with her breathing, leaving barely any room for you. You're left staring, your nails digging into your palms. Your eyes drift to the rock beside her head. It's only fair. Those words slip out under your breath. You can't help but smile as you mumble under your breath. Why am I smiling? You clench your fist and hit the top of your head in frustration. I think our MC is also a little fucked up. You quickly shuffle away from Yiva's sleeping body. Why couldn't I have just died in a crash? Your situation isn't yet terrible, you know? You can still work with this. I mean, with prosthetics, maybe you could also walk normally again. Though I don't know at what times this story is set. A few hours pass and you wake Yiva for a shift. Despite the spat you two had, you suggest to her that she wakes you after a bit to continue her own rest. Wake up. Is it my turn? Give me a minute. You can start sleeping if you want. No time. The sun is up. Come on. But I told you to wake me sooner, so you can get some more sleep. I got distracted, and sleeping too much isn't good for you. What do you mean? It gives you back pain. I wasn't talking about that. Did something come into the cave that you were distracted by? Nothing came in. You were just stretching around even in your sleep, and you're just like... sorry, I couldn't hear the last part. It's nothing. Eva pauses, her fingers tighten on the edge of her coat sleeve before relaxing her hands. You're getting nightmares a lot recently. There's something strange about the way she asks, like the question has been gnawing at her for too long. I guess, but it's sort of expected when we've been stuck in a place like this. Like, you're not coming back after a search, and me having to wait here and starve all by myself. It makes me feel really helpless. I wish I didn't need your help so much. I'm scared you will grow tired of helping me. A heavy silence follows. It was probably rude to complain about her goodwill. I wouldn't say it's complaining about her goodwill. The worry is very valid. Don't get me wrong, I'm really grateful to you. I don't understand. Eva leans over. Her fingers caressing your cheek. Am I doing something wrong? No, you're not doing anything wrong. Is it shameful to be taken care of by me? No, but being helpful and being fully dependent on another person is very difficult, especially if you're not used to it. There's no reason to reject my help. I'm not rejecting. Then why are you pulling away from me? You need someone to look after you. A free hand pushes down your stump slightly. It hurts. You grip her wrist and drag it off. My life is already over, even if we get found. What am I supposed to do when I can't even walk anymore? I don't want to go home, but I can't stand to stay here either. Maybe it would be easier to die out here. It's better than being treated like I don't exist anymore just because I can't give anything anymore. You avoid her eyes, expecting to be met with disappointment if you look back. Then, do you want to run away with me? She's speaking as if the train parked right outside the cave is ready to take you both. To where? The town I was going to. I don't think you thought this through. It's not my hometown. I wanted to go with someone else. She pauses as if preparing herself. He's dead now. You're not even sure why Hiva is telling you any of this, or what she's thinking, asking you to go in place of another man. He was my patient. He'd always talk about bringing me along to his hometown, instead of just speaking to me every day beside his hospital bed. I used to humor him, telling him that I would go anywhere he asked as long as he finishes his treatment. I wonder if he ever realized I meant it. Then one day I found his brain splattered on the pavement outside his ward window. His family thought he did it because I wasn't doing my job properly and they canned me, just like that. It's hard to live a helpless life. I wouldn't blame him. It wasn't your fault. The Gaines turns bitter as you mention that. You should change the subject. So if he's dead, why were you still traveling there? Just to see, I guess. I went out of spite, to be honest, since you missed home so much. But then you spoke to me on the train. Me? What do I have to do with? I think we were meant to meet, Gabriel? What? I mean the timing. What you told me almost the instant we met, it's like you knew what I needed. My eyes never stopped searching for someone else all over you. You said you would come with me if I wanted, right? She puts her second hand on your face too, keeping your eyes on hers. You scramble for the right words, something to satisfy her without aggravating whatever this is. I'm not sure what you're saying, to be honest. But if you find a way for us to leave this place, then I think about going with you to that town. You promise? Sure. I guess. You're being honest, right? I don't think I'm lying. I'm glad. I mean, this is how it's supposed to go. I'm the one coming along with you now, so please don't think about him anymore. Huh? Oh! Yes, of course. From now on, I will only be thinking of you, Gabriel. She is strangely happy about hearing that. I thought she would... Were they not as close as I thought? You should go out and get supplies while it's still bright out. Eva relaxes her hands, dropping it off your cheek. Ah, you're right, I almost forgot. Wait for me, don't go anywhere by yourself. Please? She stares at you for a few seconds like she can't bear to leave, before standing up and dusting herself off, grabbing whatever supplies necessary before running off the mouth of the cave, leaving you finally some alone time. You press a hand against your cheek, your mind lingering on her eyes, desperate, aching, filled with yearning. The weight of her gaze unsettles you. When was the last time someone looked at you like that? Eva's turn. Is there anything still worth taking here? Honestly thought the useful stuff wouldn't run out so soon. Guess that was naive of me. Yeah. A piercing clang of metal echoes through the rack, then a sharp clack, like something had been unlocked. What was that? You managed to hide behind a mangled door frame just a bit ahead. You look behind and find a disheveled woman inside the driver's compartment. Oh, finally, this jam door wouldn't even open with just a key. The woman stumbles on a dusty control panel mounted to the wall. An intercom! Please, please work! A burst of static crackled through the speaker, followed by a voice.
Yes, hello? Hello, hello?
I was on the train at the rail about 5 days ago, on the X line. I think we were in the middle of getting to... when it crashed. Yeah, of course she wants all this to continue on, so she kills the person calling for help. Of course.
Alright, we understand. Hello? Miss, are you still there? Hello? If you can still hear us, we've got your location. Please remain calm and stay where you are. We'll arrive as soon as possible. Over.
You glance at the cracked head. Blood steadily pools below. Well, well. A heart tries turning around off the floor to face you. You begin slamming your boot against her ribs. Who told you to go ahead and make this more complicated for me? Why does everyone go off making decisions on their own? Fuck. You stop and catch your breath, running a hand through your hair. No, if nobody knows this chick's dead yet, she'll probably still work as a distraction. You're near besides the woman's body, searching through her pockets. A wallet, some loose change, and a keycard. You snap a corner off. This would be your excuse. You tuck it into your coat. Pulling on a warped door, you manage to force it back into the locked position, leaving the corpse stationed within. She's out for so long this time. Did she die off somewhere? What's she taking her sweet time for? Oh, my stomach hurts. But she usually trashes the scraps outside. They just crawl out there. It's so cold outside, I don't want to. Bad idea, there are bears. I know there are bears. You don't want to be caught by the bears. Plus, it's humiliating. Your stomach clenches, the dizzy spells make it hard to stay lying down comfortably. You drag yourself forward to the cave entrance just ahead. You peer past the threshold. It's so cold. How does Shiva even deal with this? A small heap of cans casually dumped at the corner of the exit catches your eye. Scraps from last night. You shuffle towards it, only to find most of it picked clean, if not frozen into useless shards of ice. I'm the one who ate it. Of course there wouldn't be anything left. You glance around, searching. Then you see it. A stain in the snow. Old blood. Lumped, dark. Bones sticking out of brittle fingers. That's where she dumped the deer. You brace yourself and push forward, crawling through the slush. You need something. At last, something glints in the frost. A shape half submerged, smaller than you remember. That's not right. Where's the rest of it? You lean closer. Is that meat? You reach towards it. Instinct more than thought. Your fingertips graze something solid. Holy shit! Muscles, tendons, frozen raw. You pull and then you see it. A foot! Of course, I had a feeling it was probably gonna be a human corpse. A familiar curve of an ankle, blackened toes curling inward. Your voice breaks, the bile surges. You double over, retching into the snow. Gunks of acid splatter beside the limb. It's not mine, someone died here. It's some dead guy's leg. Ah yeah, that's also something to worry about. But why is it smashed like that? Another dry heap rips through you, but there's nothing left. I have to go back inside. You don't remember crawling back, only the cold and the pulsing in your head. Time slips. You wake to hands on your shoulders, lifting you. Gavril? Jesus. You stink like vomit. Are you sick? I'm just hungry. What took you so long? I had to drag a deer up the slope, and you'll eat soon. Don't be dramatic. How'd you manage to carry the whole thing? Adrenaline, maybe. The antlers kept catching in the snow. Left the trail wider than I would like. Is that why it's missing the head? Do you want it? No, I just meant you seem weirdly comfortable with this kind of thing. Comes with the job. You stop seeing limbs as limbs when you clean enough tables every night. Yeah. You swallow hard. The ankle in the snow flashes in your mind. It's so vivid. I'm putting food on the fire now. Thanks. She looks back at you again. Her eyes linger on your clothes, your face. Where exactly did you vomit? I didn't see anything inside the cave. Your eyes twitches. I was too hungry. I scooped it back up and swallowed most of it. Yeah, right. She's gonna find it, you know. Huh? Ew. Was that a joke? No. The silence stretches, she doesn't move. You look away. The food should be done by now.
I'll feed you.
Well, I can do it by myself.
Isn't it more embarrassing than eating your own puke?
True that. I mean, no, but still...
She presses the spoon to your lips. You open your mouth. Before you finish chewing, another bite is already there. Well, I don't want to picture that again. Even if you were starving, that's... Eat properly now. I'll give you some of mine too.
Eventually the bowl's empty. Eva covers you with one of the train's blankets, folding it carefully at the edges. Eva?
What?
Have you seen my leg at the crash?
It's probably buried in a rubber somewhere. I haven't seen it.
Not even around here, outside?
Oh, why would it be here? Even if it was, I'm not going to freeze looking for a severed leg.
But you wouldn't need to look. You only crawled a few feet. You saw one. Why not mention it?
I'm tired.
She lies beside you, your thoughts linger and spread like an infectious disease, but your body is too worn to move. Yay, day 4. The first thing you see when you open your eyes is Shiva snuffing out the fire. Oh, what are you doing?
Quiet, there's something outside.
She presses a hand to your shoulder, guiding your back against the cave wall. Her body is tense, eyes locked on the entrance, unblinking. Silence stretches on. You listen closely, then a soft thump. A sound of snow shifting in the mouth of the cave. Eva exhales sharply, dropping her hand from her shoulders and muttering under her breath.
Just a bird.
You glance towards the entrance. A few discarded cans lie half buried in the snow, barely visible underneath the rocks. Even if you throw the bones and meat far enough, those cans still attract animals.
How do you know I throw them away separately?
Web. Messed up. Shouldn't have kept it from her in the first place. I just assume most people don't think the cans would smell like much, so they just don't separate them.
You know, you've been acting strange since I got back yesterday. Did you go outside?
Let's be honest, yes. You were gone a lot longer than usual. I thought something might have happened.
I didn't ask much from you. Why can't you at least follow simple instructions?
That's all I know how to do. But you're not making it easy to trust you, keeping me in the dark like this. I found a leg, someone's half buried by the entrance. You never said anything. It's not like I went digging for it. You should have told me. You would have said something if you actually gave a shit about what I think.
Eva blinks, not at the mention of the leg, but at the fact that's what's bothering you. Bodies turn up in rural places all the time, they blend into the landscape. So, if that's what this is,
that's a bit worrying. That's not my point. She hesitates, her tone softens, like she's choosing her words more carefully now.
I didn't want to scare you. We are barely sleeping as it is. I didn't see the point in making things worse. But even if you're upset, I can't have you wander off alone. It's selfish.
Selfish? I'm selfish because I didn't sit here like a kicked dog waiting for you to come back from God knows where. I'm useless, so I should just shut up, keep my head down, and be grateful whether you bother to tell me things or look for me anymore, right? Would me being gone really change anything for you? Why do you even keep me around? Your throat closes up. Part of you doesn't even want to know the answer. Eva waits, exhales, then finally looks at you.
You're asking like you actually want a reason. But this is just childish pleading, isn't it? You want me to tell you that you matter to someone, even if you're pitiful? That you're worth something to me, right?
She pulls you into a sudden embrace, her voice brushing against your ear.
Well, haven't I already been giving you that? I think we're perfect for each other, Gabriel.
Stop it, don't hug me after saying something like that. I still don't know why you want me around.
Acting like this will hurt my feelings, you know. I need you, isn't that enough?
Even with the campfire snuffed out, her words leave something warm in your chest. Not comfort, not really, just heat. Like you're waiting to be boiled alive.
I should spend some time sitting here and think it over. That should be plenty to do while I'm gone.
Wait, you're leaving now?
I spent too much time here today.
She stands, brushing dust from her coat.
I need to check outside.
Because of the bird?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Eva tugs at her sleeves, smoothing the fabric slowly and deliberately. A nervous habit?
You have to stay put this time. I'll come back, definitely.
Before you can respond, she equips a shovel and hurries out of the cave. Her movements are more urgent than any of the days before. Alrighty.
I can do this. I've already done worse.
You stop and stand in the middle of the snowfield for a while, caught between the cave and the wreck. You crouch down and take a breath. You look back, the conversation with Gabriel replaying in your head.
I should have buried that earlier, to clean up my loose ends.
You find yourself near the cave again. The evidence is right where you left it. Gripping the handle of your tool, you drive it into the snow. The impact rattles you through your stiff fingers. Dig, cover, press it down. Make sure it's deep enough, out of sight. Your fingers twitch around the handle of the shovel, blood-stained. You drop it away from the pile and kick some snow on top. It's done for now. The way back is long, your body feels heavy. Trudging on autopilot, the wreckage is ahead. You can see the rescuers now, the bright jackets standing out against the snow.
Only 3 of them, that's manageable.
Well, you can take them all out. The people who sent these rescuers also know that they have been going there. The nearest rescuer notices you first. Miss, are you injured?
You stare at him a moment too long, something cold settling in your chest.
Then you stagger forward, weak and steady. It comes naturally, you are exhausted after all.
There's another survivor, a woman. She's trapped in the intercom room. The keycard for the door broke in the crash.
You pull the stolen keycard out of your pocket, barely managing to keep your fingers from trembling. The stress is working in your favor in terms of acting.
I couldn't help her. Please go get her.
The rescuers take the useless card without a second thought. 2 of them immediately head towards the wreck, leaving 1 of them behind to keep watch. You let yourself stumble, just enough to make him reach out. Easy now, you're safe. We'll get you and the others out of here soon. His voice a mix of concern and comfort. He steadies you with his hands, trying to calm you. As you rest against him, you shift your fingers, brushing against his jacket, careful not to let your heart rate become noticeable.
I think there's one more person, a man. He left earlier and walked up to that mound over there by himself.
The rescuers hesitate, thinking. Then he pulls out the radio, his voice low as he speaks to the others. We've got a suspected survivor up a mound ahead. Keep me updated on the extraction. Copy that. He starts to move your body off his chest, his hands gentle but firm. During this, you slip a hand into your pocket. Your eyes catch the massive shape of the vehicle ahead. It's as if 2 rectangular boxes were linked together on top of the large chain tracks. There are deer corpses and blood trails from that direction. Get it? Get in, I'll need someone to point the way. He helps you climb inside. The seat is hard, cold against your back. You slide into the back seat of the front compartment. It's a cramped fit, but he's out of his immediate reach. The rescuer slides into the driver's seat. The engine hums to life with a low mechanical groan. The tracks scrape against the snow as it rolls forward. I think you went that way. The drive is silent except for the rumbling engine. The trees blur together, the snow looks untouched. Eventually the vehicle slows.
We're close to where you said. I'll head out on foot and search for him.
Wait.
He turns his head just enough to catch your voice.
And that's when the knife sinks into it. The steel slides in under the hinge of his skull with a sickening crunch, angled just right. You press a steady palm against the far side of his face, pinning him upright, keeping him steady.
Fuck!
The blade hits bone, stalls, then grinds its way through. A thin tremor ripples through his body as the tip pierces, soft pulsating brain tissue underneath. Man's mouth hangs open, his fingers twitch, hands fumbling weakly at empty air, grasping for something, anything. But there's nothing to reach for. His body gives one last tremor before slumping into the seat. You twist the handle, breaking the suction, dragging a thick trail of blood and tissue out with the blade. A warm, vicious line drops down at your wrist. The car fills with a thick metallic scent of iron, clinging to your throat. You shouldn't have felt much. You reach forward, flicking the car door open with a click. His body spills out like garbage, face down in the snow. You try not to look in his direction. You climb over the seat, sliding into the driver's position. The wheel is cold under your fingers. You shift into gear and drive. Well, I suppose we now have a way to get out of here and,
Where is she? A quick check shouldn't take this long. Maybe she's actually decided to leave me here this time. Was I really stupid enough to believe she would stay without a use for me? Of course she would get tired, eventually after not listening to her.
The thought wedges itself into your mind, an ugly nagging thing. You squeeze your hands together, feeling your fingers press into the bones of your knuckles. A small, sharp pain, something to keep you from slipping too far into thought. You glance at the cave entrance, but quickly avert your eyes, feeling a twitch of guilt. There's no point in crawling outside again. A low, guttural drone. It rumbles through the cave like something alive, distant but steady.
What the hell is that? It sounds like... Is that an engine? A car? Is someone here?
Your body moves before your mind catches up. One palm slams against the frozen ground, pushing, dragging the rest of you forward.
Stop, please! I've been stuck here!
Your voice is raw, leaking with desperation. You see two hulking metal compartments linked together, rolling forward, carving a path through the snow to you. It slows and comes to a stop. The door swings open. The inside of the vehicle is red, not splashed or smeared, drenched. It clings to the dashboard, the seats, the wheel. Veins of it drop along the window sills. You can smell the iron floating out the door.
Yeah, ew.
What the fuck?
The sound escapes you in something between a breath and a laugh.
Eva? Eva? Why is there so much blood? Where did you even get this? Did you...
Are you disappointed that it's me who's in here? The words coil around your ribs and tighten like a wire. A realization settles in your chest. Your presence has become more relieving than any hypothetical outstretched arms of a rescuer. Because it would only be hypothetical. You don't have anybody in your life that has the time to check up, let alone file a missing report on you. It was wishful thinking from the start.
No, it was always just going to be you anyways, Eva. You said you would come back, and you did, so I've never been happier to see you.
You have been God.
You strain to lift yourself. dragging your body closer to the stench of blood, closer to her, just to feel her, to see that she's really come back just for you. Eva's hand reaches out, bloodied but warm, the kind of warmth that urges you not to ask questions. I don't care anymore. It's cold by myself. You hold your breath and take her hand. She pulls your weary body out of the cold. You really did well waiting for me here, Garville. Do you still want to come with me even now? The front cabin is a mess, the rear's untouched. I can carry you back there if you'd like.
No, I want to stay next to you.
I hope you won't mind the smell then. You carefully enter the blood-slinken cabin. Eva lifts you into a passenger seat, settling you against the cold window. Outside, the snow blurs into silence. How long can this last before it all comes crashing down again? Ending 2, her vacation. Yeah, I can see that. She certainly got what she wanted. Alrighty, let's say we didn't go outside this time.
You're quick to accuse me, aren't you?
Why was the snow on your jacket when I came back?
It's what your brutes brought in. It must have laid in some without realizing.
Bullshit. The snow I bring back melts by the fire almost immediately.
It's not my fault. There was nothing else in here. Do you expect me to just sit here and die if you don't come back?
Are you really acting this tense on purpose? You think crawling out there is going to save you? The best you could do is stuff your face in snow. Is that why you threw up?
What the hell is your problem?
That's not the worst thing you could have put in your mouth.
I felt sick from being empty. I didn't want to lose whatever I had left. Unless you think there's something out there that could have made me react like that?
Your words hang in the air, unspoken weight between you. Eva hesitates before choosing her response. You're fragile, it'll be hard to narrow it down.
So that's all I am then.
I've spent too much time here today. Alrighty. Ah, now we have something new here.
Eva must have seen it. Why didn't she ever mention it, even just once? She said I lost it somewhere near the wreck before. How would my leg even get up here though? I lost it down at the...
You try to picture it. The train, the impact, the metal screeching against the rails. You try to picture the train taking a limb off with it. But it doesn't come. There's a gap where the sensation of machinery tearing you apart should be. Something is swimming in from above. Someone. You jolt, your body instinctively curling in on itself. Your breath stammers, hitching into short, frantic gasps. The stomach-turning crack. The shovel. Your hands grip onto your hand instinctively. That doesn't help. The silhouette of Eva's shovel.
I wasn't being paranoid. She really...
Yeah, she took your leg off.
The image won't leave you. Your lower half being carved apart piece by piece again and again until it came off. The rocks tear at the raw edges of your stump as you drag yourself across the floor towards the cave exit. You turn the yellowing snow pile, your severed leg, frozen stiff, sticks out of the ice. You gag from the grotesque view, but resist the urge to spill. Bile rises in your throat as you froze it down. You kneel, hands trembling, fingers digging through the compacted ice, trying to pull it free. I got it.
But what? Your breath halts.
Eva.
I thought you were trying to die out here without me again, but I guess you were just hungry. Still, scavenging for corpses, that's a bit disturbing.
Disturbing? Don't fuck with me. I know that's my leg. I know you put it here.
I told you, it was cut off from the crash. You're delirious from the cold.
Bullshit, I remember. Your shovel swimming down on me.
You need to get back inside. You're shaking.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault. Your fucking fault. You ruined me. Why? I didn't do anything to you.
A sharp crack of a palm ripples through the dry air. Your hand slips as the sting of the slap seeps against your skin. Stunned, your body slides deeper into the snow. I told you to stay put, and you wouldn't listen. I told you to let me handle everything, and you wouldn't listen. What's wrong with me doing this to keep a tighter leash on you? Girl! Without thinking, your frozen fingers tighten around your severed limb. Aha! The impact is dull, a wet, meaty thud against your shoulder. Eva staggers back, her eyes flickering between disbelief and rage. How am I the one on the leash in this situation? You're the worthless nurse who went off the rails because of one dead patient. The force knocks the breath out of your lungs as she slams you into the snow, her hands gripping your collar tight enough to bruise. Me? Useless as a nurse? Do I need to remind you that I'm the one keeping your dirty mouth alive? Can't all just put the fucking blame on me? Her fingers dig into your skin, her breath ragged. Eyes twitching wide enough to bulge slightly from the sockets. You mutilated me, I don't give a shit. She picks up the coal shovel she threw down earlier, slamming it against your skull. Your vision splits. Morbid thoughts begin to rush through. Has she given up on you? Is she going to kill you this time? Oh, fuck. Shh. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit so hard. It's just reminding me so much of him right now. I know it hurts, but it will hurt more if you keep fighting me. It hurts to hear all this nonsense come out of your mouth as well. Yeah. Something tells me her previous patient probably killed himself to escape her. Her fingers brush through your blood-matted hair, slow and deliberate. It's just a little blood. You'll be fine as long as I'm with you. I'll carry you. Blinding beams cut through the snow, along with slow rumbling of engine. Yay! Safety! At last!
Put your weapons down! Do not resist!
Eva's hand stay laying against your scalp. You feel the cold metal of the shovel slide from your skin, her grip loosening. Why no, I was so... Hey, tell them you don't want to leave me. I didn't do anything wrong, nothing that wasn't to look after you. You should have figured this out by now. The lights are blinding. You can hear the footsteps crouching through the snow, the distant hum of voices closing in. Stop, pull yourself together. Don't look so happy. A hoarse, empty laugh escapes your throat.
Why would I do anything for you now?
Because you owe me this. You owe me your life. It's not supposed to go this way again. A pair of hands shove her face down into the snow. A knee digs into her back.
2 missing people located out in XXX. Suspicious person restrained. Move.
A fist yanks your collar, dragging you upright. Blood streams down your face, pooling in your mouth.
He's going into shock. Get him in the damn truck.
The word spins, distant shouts, crouching eyes. Your hoisted, shoved, and your limbs too weak to resist. A fleeting thought appears right before you slip out of consciousness. Even if I'll be all alone now, at least one of us is ruined on this trip. Not just me. Not just my vacation. Not just me. Going home. Yeah, I suppose you're both ruined now. In different ways. So, those were all the endings of Vacation Terminal. Well, I sure hope that Gavril actually does have something to look forward to after ending 3. That he doesn't really just consider his life over. Like I said, there are prosthetics, hopefully. But yeah, this was a nice short horror game. Yandere and nurses fit very well together, don't they? I mean, you do hear here and there about stories about nurses killing people or keeping independent of people. It's certainly a position of power over other people. And not everyone should have that power, yeah. But yeah, I really like the art style of this game. It really fit together with the horror, being kinda uncomfortable all the time. That was quite satisfying. I also really liked the narration. It was very detailed, sometimes in quite an uncomfortable way, but this is horror, so we want to be uncomfortable. I must say I'm quite fond for visual novels to have like a third-person narrator. Though, technically, is it a first-person narrator? It is a narrator who is definitely separate from the protagonist. However, the narrator also used like you all the time, so it's kind of similar in the narration like Persona 3 and 4 do. A third person, a separate narrator who keeps using you all the time. It's interesting. But yeah, I had a good time. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!